Well, hello, folk fans. I think that you're going to want to circle March the 6th on your calendar because at the Calgary Folk Club, we have a really special evening. Susie Vinnick will be there and Vaughn Bieker. And Vaughn Bieker is based in Edmonton, and this is your first time to a folk club in Calgary.
That is true. Yeah, I'm really excited. I've played a folk club here in Edmonton, but never in Calgary, so I'm really excited. I love Calgary. Every time I get to visit, it's a great time. So
Terrific. And you have a CD out with a great name called Dumb Hope. And you talk about doing music for hopefuls. Can you talk to me a little bit about where that came from and what your perspective is there?
yeah, for sure. So I'm always wrestling with hope personally. It's something I'm always kind of in this big wrestling match with, in that I'm trying to keep it alive because for me, hope is a real survival mechanism. I actually have struggled with depression in my life. I struggle with anxiety. So it's not like an optional thing for me. If I don't have a hopeful outlook, I find it really hard to move through the world, just in general. And kind of music has always provided that source of hope for me. I've always thought of it as a kind of a ladder out of a well. If I were to fall into a deep dark well, music has always kind of been the thing that's like pulled me out. And especially like that's kind of the way I view writing songs as well, as a bit of a lifeline for me. And then hopefully they become that for other people who are hearing them. So this record in particular, a lot of these songs came out of, if people will remember, a time called the pandemic. It might be blocked from your brain through some sort of your own coping mechanism, but I'm sure we can all go back to that time. And it was a tough time. I just remember like looking at the news every day and finding things that, now this is going on, this is going wrong, and now this is going wrong, and now there's this crisis, and now, it just seemed like the rug was kind of being pulled out from under my feet as far as the way I thought the world operated. And I don't know, it felt like I had to have hope during that time, but it also felt even sometimes irresponsible, or like kind of a bit of an escapist view of the world to just be like, oh, it's all going to be okay. So I tried to fit all of that complicated kind of wrestling with hope onto this record. And as I've been playing these songs the last couple of years, the response has been really great. I think people do find the record hopeful. At least that's what they tell me. There's some pretty heavy stuff in it. So I started playing it and I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't like go a little too deep and too dark in some places. But people really follow along with kind of the narrative arc of it. And I think by the end, leave with a sense of hope, leave with a sense of optimism. And that's kind of been my goal playing live as well now, is that I want to leave an audience kind of better than I found them. Hopefully we can feel like the world's a little bit of a better place than we thought when we walked in, when we leave the room. So yeah, it's a tall order for me to deliver, but that's the plan when I
Well,
come visit you
I would
guys.
say my experience with you is that you absolutely delivered that. Saw you at the Folk Alliance in Montreal last year, and my spies up in Edmonton recommended that I go take a look, and I came out more hopeful, and so I believe that that's what's going to happen. I think our
Amazing.
audience, I don't think, I know our audience is going to really love you because you do encourage people to sing along and create hope within them as well.
Yeah, I really believe singing is like this very physical thing that kind of, I don't really pretend to understand it, but the way that kind of vibration moves through our body, especially when we're singing with other people together in a room, and we don't get to do that as much as we used to. And so anytime I think we get to do that, there's just this thing that happens beyond the words even, that just brings us together in a really special way. So I love to try and do that at least a few times in every show. So I would just encourage everyone in Calgary to get your pipes tuned up, be ready to vocalize, because we're gonna do some singing together.
Awesome. Well, be prepared because our audience will come back with like 300 voices, and it is a very I don't miraculous, magical something experience when everyone sings together. And I think that's one of the
Yeah,
reasons that our folk club is like this is our 54th season, so people like
that's
that.
amazing.
You
Yeah.
talked about songs that song stories and community for hopefuls seeking broken broken beauty. I'm
Mm.
lovely tagline. And so indie folk, we're looking forward to hosting you on March the 6th. Tickets are available calgaryfolkclub.com. Now we also do live, obviously, because you're going to be there live. but we also do a streaming, which is kind of the wrong term because it is streamed live, but it's also good for 72 hours. And I know that you've got a heck of a following someplace odd. Like, was it Malaysia?
I think it's Malaysia, yeah. So it's just the way the algorithm works with streaming. One of my songs got picked up by a playlist there a few years ago, and I couldn't even tell you the name of the playlist because it would be in, I guess, Malaysian characters that I can't read. So, hopefully I'm in good company on that playlist, but it's they've kept my song there for a few years and I get, hundreds of streams every month I think from it. So yeah, maybe a couple people in Malaysia, some of those Malaysian Von Bieker super fans can tune in. Just have that
Perfect.
option.
Well, we're looking forward to hosting you on Beaker at the Calgary Folk Club March the 6th. Tickets available, as I said, calgaryfolkclub.com. And thanks for joining me today.
Can't wait. See you soon.